most of the time you hear small business owners, they will say things like, oh, I dey see sale, oh, I dey sell, but not just they know where the money they go. It is because you are bleeding unknowingly. So that's what we call cash bleed. You are bleeding unknowingly. There are some small leakages that are happening in few places that you do not know about. And at the end of the day, you are struggling, you are really working hard, but then you can't see the cash. You can't see the money. So in today's session, we are going to look at silent ways your business might be losing money without realizing it and how we can plug those leaks. Okay, so let's begin. Thank you. First one we want to talk about is poor cash flow management. So you know how Mario in the day, for those of you know how Mario used to, that's how you follow the cash. So you follow follow your cash, like follow it religiously, because at the end of the day, the whole lesson, we are still a small business. So it means cash is what we should focus on, not just sales. You are selling, but then you can't even see the cash. So follow the money, follow the cash, ensure that every penny is bringing something. So follow the cash. So yeah, I said many businesses face challenges in managing cash because you lack proper tracking of that cash. So you track your sale, you track profit, but you see cash, you have to track it. So follow the cash. Then separate your business. That one, everybody knows it. And somehow we know that sometimes it's difficult, especially when you are doing a lot of things and you have not even learned the art of separating the business money from, of course, your own money. It becomes challenging for you. So this is what I would say. Use the bank. Bank all your inflow. See, if you are banking all your inflow and you are spending from the bank, it becomes easy for you to manage, to separate both your money for the business and money that you're using for other things. Because at the end of the month, they send you your statement. From there, you can see what you have spent. Every money you spend, make sure there's a narration. So if you buy something, say, this money is for so. This money is for so that at the end of the month, when they send you your bank statement, you can now look through it and know, oh, these are what I actually spent on the business, and these are what I spent on personal things. From there, you can learn how to separate cash, separate the money for the business and from personal use, because you have to separate it. It's difficult because it's a small business. One of the characters of a small business is that everything is in the same purse. Expenses from the same purse, inflow from the same purse. So you need to learn how to separate personal money from business money, and you need to bank all your inflow, bank everything. No matter how small it is, don't collect it in cash. Let it be in the bank. And no matter how little what you want to buy it from the bank. You want to pay your staff, pay from the bank. You want to buy water, buy it from the bank. It gives you a form of tracking of how your cash, the movement of cash in and out of your business. Okay, now set rules for collection. That's another thing that kills small businesses. We sell and we do not collect. We sell and we are afraid that if we by the time we say, come and give me my money now, this person will not want to buy from me again. Hello, with your money that they are holding, they are still buying, not from you. Not from you. If you like, sell credit from now till next year, they will still leave you and buy from another person. So stop dragging the inevitable. Protect your business. Protect your business. Don't drag the inevitable. If a customer will not buy, except, I know there are some businesses we cannot do without offering this credit. Ensure that you collect at least like 70% upfront. The 30% is what we want to play draft with. Set clear times for recovery. Pay me my money on so day. Pay me again when you are coming to buy. If you are not bringing the one you bought before, I am not giving you another. Be strict about it, because you will still lose that customer even if you are not strict. Imagine if you lose your business, will that customer not buy from somewhere else? So let's be smart about these things. Then also, for if you have a business that you're always selling on credit, ensure you have an automated way of sending reminders to this customer. Send them reminders, let them know that way before their due date, so that they can make preparation and they can pay. If you give somebody goods on credit or you lend to somebody, it's like you're borrowing your business to the person free of charge. A part of your business is in that person's hand or is in that person's shop. It's supposed to be generating income for you. So you're losing that capital. You're also losing the income you have generated had you been able to turn that money over, or those goods over in your business. So when you give somebody goods on credit and you don't try to get your money back, It's like you have rented your business to another person. Okay, so let's set strict rules for collection. So follow the cash. That's the first way to plug the leak in your business. The second thing is pricing. Most of the time, we have these leakages from pricing because we don't know how to price right. So how do you price right? Know your unit cost. Know your cost per unit. When I say cost per unit, I don't mean that if you buy Ankara, 10 of them, 50,000, then it means one is 5,000. That is not your unit cost. Transportation is inside. Communication is inside. Your data is inside. Your rent is inside. Your everything, advertisement is inside that one cloth that you are selling. So until you're able to break your expenses down to the unit you are selling or daily. So if you are the type that you sell too many things, you cannot actually ascertain what the price of admin expense is on each of the items, 3 per day. Then you know that, okay, for all my expenses, every day, if my rent is say 1 million naira, then I know that every month I need to set aside this certain amount. Divide it again by number of days you open your store in a month. And that is how you know what you have to set aside. So whatever it is I sold that day, it means part of it has to go to admin expense on a daily basis. So it gives us understanding of what the real price of our goods are. When you when you know the unit cost of your goods, you'll be able to price right. Another thing is that take advantage of price increase season. It's like when there was increase for no subsidy, immediately both the buyer and the seller expect that there will be increase in price. But we want to do Votron, the vendor of the universe. We want to no. Remember that once you exhaust what you have, you are going to the market to buy these goods at high prices. So take advantage. Those are the period where you can increase your price. Nobody will argue with you too much because everybody expect that. Of course, everybody expect that price will increase. Everybody expects that, oh, things will be more expensive now because there's no fuel now. Things will be every people expect this thing. Take advantage of it. Don't leave it. Then when it's now maybe 3 months later, 4 months later, when nobody's talking about it, that's when you now want to increase your price. Then everybody will just assume that when everybody increase price, you increase your price. Now, this one that you're doing is an additional one, whereas you didn't do it. So be very strategic, especially when there's an advantage to increase price. Key into it. Key into it at that moment because it gives you less explanation to do of the reason why there's an increase in price. Somehow, the explanation is there in the air for you. Okay. Then always review prices regularly because sometimes we buy, especially those who sell in bulk, you bought or you have goods in the store, you don't even know how much it is in the market. You need to always review your prices regularly. If you had old stock and for some reason you pair it with the new stock and someone is asking for it, don't just sell the price you were selling when those products were at the peak. Find out what is selling in the market now. You never can tell. There might be a beautiful thing you can do to your margin that you make more money. So don't leak money on your business due to terrible pricing strategy. Thank you. Okay, so another one is operating costs. You have to optimize your operating costs. Yes, avoid unnecessary expense. Audit, you know, when you say audit your expenses. So ask every morning, ask them question, where are you going? If it doesn't bring you customer and it does not keep operation running, cut it. Is it going to bring me customers? No. Is it going to bring me more money? No. Is it going to help my business to operate fine? No. Then cut it. You don't need it. True. So be careful of those small money that we spend unnecessarily. Question every naira that is leaving your business. Question it. Task it with a job. What are you bringing to the table? Every naira that's leaving your business must answer that question. What are you bringing to the table? They must bring something to the table. Okay. Another point under optimizing operation cost is expansion. You see, sometimes you just need to grow lean. Expand only when you can manage it. It's not a must you have 2 stores if you cannot manage it. Stay in the one that you have and expand online. If you cannot manage 2 stores, don't open it. Don't expand because everybody is expanding. No, don't get new store. Don't do all those things except it is absolutely necessary. Okay. So if you are not able to sustain the new cost, don't do it. As much as you can, outsource. Outsource things that you can outsource. If you don't need 2 salespersons, use one. Use one. I mean, what's the essence of you trying to push your store so that when customer come in, they will see where to sit down, where they will see, and you realize that your sales are 90% online, only 10% visit the store. So you shouldn't spend money on making the store fine for the person that is coming in. You should spend your money on making the store fine for the person online, and it's not the same expenses. Which means you're going to invest in lights, camera, a display rack where you can display your goods for people online, because that's where most of your customers are coming from. But when you now spend all your money, let's be creative in the way we spend admin expenses. Then embrace technology. There are some affordable tools that are available for you to manage your business. Embrace technology. Don't, everything is not a lie. It's a lie. The reason is a lie. The reason is a lie. No, test them. Some of them will be very good for your business, but you will not know if you keep saying it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. Okay. So optimize your operating costs. When you are creative with your operating costs, you will not lose cash. If you don't need, only you will put DSTV, Star Times, Netflix, Prime Video, and the whole month you are on TikTok. Who is watching the Prime Video? Nobody. And you, because you have already put your card, every month they're just debiting. Cha, 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 cha. You are not even tracking it. You don't even know that they're debiting this money. And you're losing money. So let's think about, sit down and say, is this bringing anything to the table? If it's not bringing anything to the table, Ogbeni, sit down. So let's be very, very creative in how we manage our operating expenses, okay? All right. So I'm going to ask you this question. Now, I need you to list 5 areas that your business might be leaking cash. Think about it. Am I leaking cash here? We have actually mentioned a few, but I need you to make this personal to yourself. Look at your business for a minute and say, am I bleeding cash here? Do I really need this? Will my business survive without this? What exactly is this project or expense or whatever bringing to the table? Ask that question. Look at everything in your business and ask that question. Your customers, are they visiting the store more or buying online? Then spend money on things that will make your business look good online. Spend money on marketing. Spend money on creating a beautiful display area. Those are the ways you can spend your money rather than spending them on building a beautiful place where nobody comes to stay. So just look at it. Can I use one person? Must I have accountant, sales guy, storekeeper, that one, that one? Can I do more with less? So list 5, at least just 5 areas where your business is leaking cash. We are going to come back to it. Thank you very much. If you are watching this, you use this opportunity to also share, invite your friends, your other business owners, your partners to join us as we go. We are plugging the leak. We are doing plumbing work. We are plugging the leak in the cash. Yes, no more leakages. Okay, thank you. Let's continue. Okay, another point is inventory management. Inventory management. We need to adopt smarter ways of managing our inventory. Check your stock. What is moving? What is not moving? This current economy is not the economy where you tie up cash. No, nobody cares if your stock, you know, those days, the way you know that is when the store is from down like this, bang, 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 to the roof. They say, it's obsolescence. All those things will just be there. Nobody is buying them. There's no point. Always look for what is moving. What is moving? What is sitting around? Reduce the ones that are sitting around. It's the one that is moving you should buy. So always check. Most of the time we don't check it. We just, okay, the store is looking good. After all, we are making sale. Then we are wondering where the cash is. It's because we have used the money to go and stock up stock that nobody needs, and it's just there. So before you buy, who needs it? You know, people sometimes they just say, we are buying this, let's buy it. And I ask them, where is the need? Who needs it? Who wants to pay for it? Who wants to buy it before you are buying it? So you see, you need to know what is moving fast and what is not moving fast. I'm not saying you won't buy what is not moving fast, because some products are like your brand, or there are things you have to sell. However, you just need to ensure that you are buying more of what is moving than what is not moving. Because what's the only sense of you putting goods in your store that you cannot sell? Your rent, nobody's going to use goods to pay rent. You're not going to use stock to buy data. You're not going to use stock to feed your family. You're going to use money that you realize from selling those stock. So if they are not selling, they are of no use to you. That is the truth. Okay? So there are inventory management software that you can use. Some of them are even free. You can even use Excel. On our course, money mastery for small businesses, we have some of these cash flow management tools that you can download and use. Simple Excel can even help you do some of these things that we are talking about. And there are some free ones. So check them out. Don't just assume that there's none. There's none. Okay. If you join our if you join our if you subscribe to our channel, often we'll be sharing all these inventory management softwares that you can use, the free ones and also the paid one that you can use for your business. So don't hold too much stock. Don't hold too much stock, especially stocks that do not sell fast. Don't hold them. They will tie down cash, and you need cash. Your business does not operate on sale and profit. It operates on cash. So you need cash. Don't overstock. Thank you. All right. So another point is employee theft and fraud. See, I don't know. Someone once said that if you have to move inanimate object to get your job done, you are blessed. Because if you need people, that is where your problem is. My one of my mentors, Mrs. Bumilosin, said to me one time that, Dayo, if you get it right with people, 66.66 of your problem is solved. If you get it right with people, getting it right. If you see conglomerate businesses, that is their major headache, getting it right with people. Because when you get it right with people, the few other ones you can manage. Employee theft and fraud, sadly, it can happen from anywhere. When I was still in K2, there was a customer that was having issue. The customer was having problem. She no sale, no sale. No, she was so sad. She would go in the morning, she would come back. They've not made any sale. What's going on? Do you know what's going on? The sales girl will sell, and whatever she has sold for that day, she will run to the market, go and buy it back, put it back in the store, and keep the money. Then the owner will come back and she say, Madam, since morning, we have not sold anything. And that one is there, spending money to do this, spending money thinking, oh, maybe because the front of the store is not looking good, let me repaint, let me change my name, let me put light. You are selling. Somebody else is taking the cash. That's why. You can imagine, how would she have thought that the salesperson was actually buying them back and keeping the profit? So employee theft and fraud is everywhere. That's why I first of all said, if you cannot manage to store, that one that you open and they're already pilfering from everywhere, and you want to go and open another store that you cannot manage, calm down. Instead, focus on online. Okay? The first step in managing employee theft and fraud is hiring. You see, at the point where you are hiring, hire right. Sometimes you have to use some of these HR companies to do your hiring. Then train. Then the third part, which is what I like, is test. You cannot employ someone now and the person is the one carrying money for you. Test the person first. There's this general saying that you cannot say you know somebody until money has joined you and the person together. Like, you people have contributed money for something, the person have borrowed money before and pay. Until that happens, you cannot say you know somebody. It's the same way with your employees. You cannot just employ somebody and the person is the one doing your sales book, it's one manager, and you have not even tested this person with some basic things. Test this person with money. Test the person with loose money, with something that you pretend to overlook, and see how the person acts. It starts from somebody that you send on error and the person will never bring change. That's where it starts from. So the person will not bring change. You know that this one, by the time you leave your business for this person, you're your own. So test. Test. Yes, I know you have hired right, you have trained, but before the person start handling key areas of the business, test the person. Then internal control. Implement controls. It can't be one person that will do the inventory, that will write it down, that will go and take money to bank that. It can't be one person. Let somebody do this, let another person put control in place. I mean, big businesses, they do this, but because we say, I know, is it not Mr. John's son? Is it not Mama Nkechi's daughter? Please, even if it's Mama Nkechi's daughter, put control in place. A lot of people frown at control. They say, oh, he doesn't trust me. No, I trust you, but I will verify. I trust you, but I will still put control in place. So that I put control in place doesn't mean I don't trust you. It means I want us to be on the same page. Nobody's arguing with nobody. When we put control, everybody's on the same level. That's why, not because I don't trust you. So control. Then walk in, random audit. Just say you are traveling, the next morning show up at the store. Just do random walking once in a while and see what is happening. Sometimes surprises can help you to nip some of these leakages in the bud before they become big problem for your business. So you can do few of these things to prevent employee theft and fraud. Mind you, I said prevent because that's something you cannot totally eradicate. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So another one is, which is the last we're going to talk about, is credit. Avoid poor credit decision. Borrow right. Don't just borrow because it's available. Borrow right. Is this the right time to borrow? Is this the right reason to borrow? Borrow right. I have been in lending for more than 14 years, and it's a question I keep asking people when they come to borrow. Why are you borrowing? They confuse that question for what is the loan for. That is not the reason you are borrowing, because there are other alternatives to borrowing. Why have you chosen borrowing for this thing? You have to borrow right, and you have to borrow from the right place, not just for the right reason, but from the right place. You cannot be borrowing working capital and you are borrowing from where even the interest rate is more than what you will make from that money, even if you turn it over in your business for more than 1 year. It doesn't make any sense. But most of the time we don't know this thing. We just say, oh, money is available, then we just go and take it. See, if you go on our website, www.luminencebusinessschool.com, you'll see a course there. One of the courses there is borrowing smart. If you take that course, you will know when to borrow, what to borrow for, how to read terms and conditions. Because most of the time we just say, where do I sign? And we just sign. What you sign, you don't even know. And we just sign. So borrow right. Read terms and conditions. If you don't understand it, tell them to explain. If they're in a hurry, say, just tick, just click, and you are just clicking. I don't know. Then you are wondering why the business is not moving. That is why the business is not moving. It's because you do not read terms and conditions. Then when it's time to pay, you are wondering, the money I've been paying, this money is not reducing. You did not read terms and conditions. That's why. So borrow right. And when you have money, pay off loans that are expensive, pay them off fast. Just pay them off. There's no point you have money, say, let the loan keep reading. No. You are paying money for the loan. That money is expensive. It's not a free money, it's expensive. So pay off the expensive loans first, while the smaller one, you cannot be managing them. The last thing I'm going to talk about in this avoiding poor credit is seasonality management. You borrow less when you can manage your season. So in every business has its season. There are peak season and there are low season. When you are in your peak, you realize that somehow there's money. Somehow there's just money. Don't get confused. It is your peak season. We are going to have scarce season where there will not be money. Money. If you don't prepare at peak season for scarce season, that is when you will need to borrow. So you borrow less when you can manage your seasonality, and you have to understand your seasonality. That's why when you go to a bank and you say you want to borrow money, they say, have you run your business for 1 year? What they're trying to figure out is, do you know your business operates throughout the year? What does rainy season look like for your business? What does fasting season look like for your business? What of December? Do you sell more? January, when everybody is shouting and broke. What is it like for your business? Have you gone through all the seasons to understand your business? You need to. When you understand it, you know how to plan your money in a way that you will not go and be borrowing money that you borrow and you will use your life to be paying and be repaying and be repaying, and the repayment does not come to an end. So borrow right. You cannot go and borrow from people who tell you, oh, I don't care. I don't want to see your financial. I don't want to see collateral. I don't want to see guarantor. I don't want to see anything. I don't even want to know if you can pay the money back. Just come and take it. Really? Can you borrow somebody money like that and say, I don't want to know anything about you. Just come and take the money. We say borrow you. Will you borrow somebody that kind of money? That's it. It means you're borrowing wrong. You have to borrow right. Borrow right. Then they go and put your face as obituary and you're wondering, hey, data breach. Okay. So let's borrow right. Think about it before you borrow. Is this the right reason? Is this the right time? Is this the right purpose? Is it the right place to borrow from? Be very careful with terms and conditions. Read it. If you don't understand that they have used all those big grammar, reducing balance, ask them to explain it. Let them explain to you so that you understand it before you put your head inside. Now, you see these small leaks, they can turn into big problem for our business if we do not pay attention and take care of them. When we pay attention to how cash is going and coming, we'll be able to manage our business. So pay attention to your cash, follow the money, manage your inventory well. Don't stock up goods that are not moving, because you see that movement of goods in your store, that is what is keeping your business running. When they start staying and nobody's buying them, your business is home starting. Okay. Then cut down unnecessary expenses. Do you really need it? What is that money that is leaving your business? What is it bringing to the table? If it's not bringing anything to the table, hold it down. It should not go anywhere. Okay. Manage your seasons. Know what to borrow for, when to borrow. Don't do unnecessary expenses. Okay. Use tools that are available. Test the truth. See the ones that suit your business and use it for your business. You need to stay smart, stay organized, and plug the leaks before they sink your business. I need you to choose one link and you can send it to me. Choose one link, one leakage you want to block in your business. At first I told you to look at 5 of them, then choose one this week and say, this week, okay, this leak is what I'm going to plug. Commit, write it down, commit to plugging that leak. And also, let me know what steps you want to take to plug that leak. You can send me a mail, is hi@luminesbusinessschool.com. Feel very free to chat, to leave messages. We're on Facebook, is at Luminous Business Consult. We're on Facebook, we are on TikTok, we are on YouTube and on Instagram. Please feel free to interact with us. Okay. And we have a course we are promoting, which is the Basic Financial Management for Small Businesses. If you log on to our website, www.luminesbusinessschool.com, go to courses, you'll see Basic Financial Management for Small Businesses. The course is 50,000, but for now, it is only 30,000 plus. So please take advantage of this course. If you go on our website, you see different courses you can take. We've got data man, how to use data to solve business problems. We got it there. We got borrowing right. How do you borrow? When do you borrow? What do you borrow for? How do you use borrowed funds to scale your business? We got that. We got from a business launch, how to go from ideation to building a business that stands. You see, so you need to go through our website. You see some of these courses. Take one of the courses. We have discounts going on, some as high as 50% discount. So take advantage of this.